It's hard to believe we've transformed our little Skyblock island into a full-on base with multiple farms, a trading hall, and cozy house. And we're not done yet because this episode I want to build our pet dragon a proper home as well as explore the end dimension because this place looks absolutely majestic. And the good thing is we've already located a stronghold portal. As you can see, it's just over here. We are going to need some Eyes of Ender though, and by the looks of it, this one is a 0 eye. Alrighty, so let's head back to the base and try to get these Eyes of Ender. I'm sorry, Mr. Shiny Green Stuff, I'll be building you a better home soon. For now, you just gotta hang out here. I'm hoping getting our Eyes of Ender shouldn't be too difficult though, because we do have a cleric which should hopefully be selling Ender Pearls, and he's not selling pearls. Alright, we'll worry about that in a second. For now, let's just try to get our Blaze Rods. Why is there so many zombified piglins in my nether portal? Oh my gosh. Okay, but we do have a Blaze Farm right here, so we can easily just kill some of these guys and get a bunch of Blaze Rods. I'm really glad we set this up in the past. This is going to make the steps so much easier. Anyways, I've killed a few of these guys. Let's see how many rods we have. Okay, yeah, 6, that's all we need. But of course, we're not after the rods. We can turn all of these into blaze powder. Okay, as for getting our pearls, since our cleric is not selling them, I think I might try to kill Endermen on this little warped forest biome. I'm a little bit nervous though, because if I just start hitting these guys, they'll probably push me off this island. We should for sure make some type of like hidey hole box or something, so let's go grab some blocks. Probably a good idea to make this thing out of a block that can't catch on fire since, you know, it is in the nether. So let's grab ourselves a bit of stone over at our cobblestone generator. And oh my gosh, we really gotta repair this pickaxe. It's about to break, but okay, we got ourselves a decent amount of stone at least. Hang on, I gotta fix this pick before I forget or I will definitely break it, so let's just grab ourselves a bit of wood. And then I'm gonna turn it into sticks, and you can probably guess what I'm gonna do next. That's right, I'm gonna head over to our villager trading hall and sell all of these sticks to our Fletchers to get a bunch of emeralds. Thank you for the shiny green stuff, Lily, but I want even more of this stuff, so Hassan, come over here, I got some sticks for you. And now that we have a bunch of emeralds, we can visit our toolsmith Arlene over here and buy ourselves a brand new pickaxe. Our current pickaxe keeps breaking so quickly because it doesn't have unbreaking on it, so I'm gonna head over to our grindstone here and put our new pickaxe through this thing. Now we can head over to our enchanting table and oh my goodness, wait, unbreaking 3 off the rip, let's go. 20 levels to combine our two pickaxes is absolutely disgusting. Oh my goodness, 25 levels. Okay, oh man, this sucks. That is a lot of XP, but whatever, I'm doing it. We do have a mob farm, so we can get more XP relatively easy. Anyway, now that our pickaxe is repaired, let's just grab ourselves a little bit more stone. Got ourselves over 7 stacks of stone now, which should be plenty, so let's head back into the nether. And that's of course, so we can finally make our little hidey hole box to kill all of these endermen. I'm also going to expand this island too, since that should hopefully increase how many endermen are spawning. I gotta be careful not to look at any of the endermen right now, but this should be a big enough platform. So let's get started on the actual hidey hole box, and these zombified piglins are already driving me crazy. Can you guys please get out of the way? I wish I could just punch these guys. I gotta push them off the edge. Just go away, dude. Please go. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, but this is the basic shape of our box, but let's just bring these walls up, I guess, 2 more blocks. And then I'll put a roof on this thing because we only want it to be 2 blocks tall in there so that the enderman can't get inside. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I'll tear out these blocks right here too, just so we can actually hit the enderman a little bit easier, but that's pretty much our box done. I just want all of these guys outside of the box because I do not want to accidentally hit them. There we go. Let's just block that off. Perfect. We should be good now though, so let's stare these endermen right in the eyes. And then we can just kill these guys to hopefully get some ender pearls. Okay, I think we got our first pearl right there. Oh wait, a couple of pearls? Yeah, let's go. And now there's more zombified piglins in here. Oh wait, yeah, they're leaving. Perfect. This method does work, but the only issue now is that no more endermen are really spawning. I don't know, maybe I'll try to put like my render distance all the way down. Maybe that'll help. And no, still no endermen. You gotta be kidding. Alright, I'm gonna try to leave this area for a second, and hopefully these guys will despawn and more endermen will spawn. Oh man, this is so scary being on like 2 render distance right now. It feels like I'm just like walking right into the void. I do not like this. Alrighty, but let me just run a little bit further away. I think we should be far enough away now, so let's do a 180 and head back, and hopefully there'll be more endermen. Oh my gosh! Okay, wait, there's no endermen, but there's piglins. Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. No! Ah! Oh my gosh! No! Guys! Chill! I forgot to wear gold armor. I forgot to wear... Oh my gosh. Hang on, I gotta grab some gold armor. That was absolutely terrifying. Yeah, we could have just lost the world right there. That was not good. That gives me a thought though. We could try trading gold with piglins, since that's another way to get pearls. I think there's also like a bartering station. Yeah, look at this thing. Just gotta do some planks and a couple of gold ingots and we can get ourselves a bartering station. And I really want to turn my render distance back up. This is making our world look so cursed. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I can't take this anymore. I really just want to get our pearls. I want to go to the end. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's just so many zombified piglins, but no endermen. What the heck? Oh my gosh, dude, they just keep spawning too. This is crazy. I'm just gonna try to expand our bridge a little bit to make this a little bit safer since things are getting kind of sketchy, but then we can use our bartering station. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared of hitting one of these zombified piglins right now, but I'm trying to take out these magmas. Oh, I hate this. Just get out of here. There's got to be at least one regular piglin mixed in with all of these zombified guys. Yeah, right here. Alright, buddy, can you please stop running away here? Do you want to check out this bartering station right here? This thing looks so cool. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Maybe we just throw some gold in there? That is actually so cool. He's just automatically taking the gold from this thing, and then all of the loot is appearing on this side. Getting some different stuff as well. Some Gasta, whatever that is, as well as some Hoglin loin. Kind of cool. Some arrows and water bottles and stuff too. And what is that? A bullet pepper. Okay. I want some pearls though. Where the pearls at? A strider rock. What? I'm trying to let this guy trade the gold so we can get some pearls, but like, what do we do about all these zombified piglins? This is crazy. Oh, I think I'm just gonna mob proof this whole thing. This is not working. Like, I really don't understand how a single enderman is not spawning. It's just all zombified piglins. It is so weird. Maybe the enderman can only spawn on this warped nylium. I'm not sure. It's worth a try, I guess. I'm gonna mob proof all of the stone and then we'll see if any spawn. I'm also gonna make sure that I spawn proof the top of our little box. There we go. I got the area more or less mob proofed, so I'm gonna give this one more try. I'm gonna go really far away. Hopefully they despawn, and then I'm gonna go back and hopefully there'll be some endermen. Just made my way back and there's way less zombified piglins now, which I guess is good, but there's still not a single enderman. I think I finally figured out why the endermen aren't really spawning. It's such a dumb reason, which I totally should have checked, but if you look at the biome right there, it says nether wastes. Endermen do have a small chance of spawning in this biome, but it's pretty low. What we need is a warped forest biome, which I thought this was, since, you know, it's like a warped forest island, but I guess not. The good thing is we do have a map in this mod pack, so we can just kind of move our cursor around until we see a warped forest. There's got to be one around here somewhere, right? Come on. Oh my gosh, it's kind of far, but if you look at the top of the screen right there, it says warped forest. But anyways, the warped forest should be somewhere in this direction, so let's get to bridging. And no matter how much I play this mod pack, I can knock it over how nice it is being able to just bridge without looking over the edge. It is super nice. Okay, the fog color just changed, which should hopefully mean that we're in the warped forest now, and yeah, we are. So just like before, I'm going to start off by making a little hidey hole box. Quickly slap a roof on this bad boy. And there we go, got a box in place, easy as that. Still need a platform for the enderman to spawn on though, and I'll just make it over here. And I already lost count, but we got to be at least like 30 blocks away, so we should be good now. So let's just make a decent sized platform at the end of this thing, and then hopefully the enderman will start spawning. Really does not need to be too crazy big, you know, we don't need that many pearls. I think something like this should work fine. I'm gonna crash out if this doesn't work, but let's just hop back into our box here, and hopefully the enderman will start spawning. Okay, wait, it's working. We got at least one enderman. Let's go. Come on, dude, give us a pearl, please. Give us a pearl, please, 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 please. Yes, let's go. I thought way more endermen were going to be spawning, but you know, at least it is working a little bit. Anyways, I'm just going to lock in for a few minutes and farm the rest of the ender pearls that we need. We just need one more pearl, please, dude. Yes, there we go, 12 pearls. In hindsight, I should have just gotten a second cleric, but you know what, whatever, we got ourselves 12 eyes of ender. But I'm super tired of the nether at this point, so let's get out of here. I am super hyped to go to the end dimension, but before we do, there's a few things we gotta take care of. For example, our food situation, since we are down to a single piece of steak. So first things first, let's just harvest all of our wheat. I'll harvest this side as well, it'll only take a second. But with that taken care of, we can head over to our mushrooms and use our wheat to breed all these guys. And I think I'll try to breed these guys once more before we slaughter them all, so let's move on to the other stuff we gotta do. Since I am hoping to get an elytra in the end, I think it's a good idea to make ourselves some rockets, so let's first just harvest all of our sugarcane. And then we should already have a bunch of gunpowder in storage. Yeah, look at that, let's just grab like a stack, I guess. Anyway, let's turn the sugarcane into paper, and then we can get ourselves a bunch of rockets. I find having feather falling super useful for fighting the ender dragons. Let's try enchanting our boots. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of levels right now, but maybe we can get lucky. Ooh, feather falling 2. You know what, I think that's good enough, let's lock it in. Can put these back on, but I did just notice our helmet does not have any enchants on it, so let's enchant that too. Once again, it's gonna have to be a lower level enchant, but hopefully, yeah, okay, protection 2, that's good, let's lock that in. I eventually do want to try getting some of this like crazy overpowered armor, but you know what, for now I think this will work. Something else that's just good to have on hand is wood, so let's just grab ourselves like a couple of stacks of logs. I might also grab some iron from our iron farm, maybe just like 9 stacks. Just since that'll give us an entire stack of iron blocks. Also, I just noticed there's a cannonball that you can make. What? I should not be getting distracted with this, but I cannot help myself. Let's just make ourselves a dispenser, and then we can make ourselves an actual cannon. Kinda scared I'm gonna blow up our base with this, so let's just place it as far away as we can. Okay, no, that is facing directly to our storage house. Yeah, let me pick that back up. Let's try this way. Yeah, okay, that should be good. Nah, dude, look at this. This is crazy. Imagine building like a pirate ship and having a bunch of these on it. That would be so fun. I want to try shooting at least one cannonball. I think we need some redstone though. Should have some in storage though. Yeah, here we go. Back over at our cannon. Let's put this in here and it's not working. Oh, I probably need gunpowder, not redstone. I'm dumb. Like, what am I thinking? It's a cannon. Of course it's gunpowder. I still am scared I'm going to blow up our base, but let's try this. Okay, wait, I think it's going to work. Let me just try shooting one into the void first. Oh, I think it's working. Yes, dude, look at that. We should totally try to fight the Ender Dragon with this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We also do have our regular bow in our backpack, and I think we should have a bunch of arrows in our quiver. Yeah, we have lots. I also kind of forgot that we do have a totem in here. It's kind of covered up by like our chest plate, but if I take that off and just go like this, you can see we do have a totem on us. With that said, I think we're pretty much ready to go, but I just want to breed our mushrooms one more time. And then we can unalive all the adults and get ourselves a bunch of steak. Ended up getting 51 raw beef from that, which is pretty good, but just got to get this cooked up inside of our smoker. All of our steak is ready now, which is absolutely perfect, and I got our backpack all organized now, so we should be good to go. I still feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's probably just the nerves. Let's do this. This is going to test my flying skills a little bit, but let's just try to land shiny green stuff right on top of this. Nailed it. Just hang out here for now, right buddy? But let's just break our way down to the actual portal. Nailed it. And we already have our Eyes of Ender ready to go, so let's fill this thing all the way in. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to get actually nervous. Alrighty, let's do this thing. I'm hopping in. Oh yeah, face the void, let's go. Getting advancements left and right, but let's make our way over to the main island. And already I'm seeing some very weird stuff, like what is that? Let's just ignore that, we got an Ender Dragon to kill. Although there is some type of like ore down here. What is this stuff? I think it's pronounced Talasium ore. Let's pick this up. Guess I should grab my pickaxe that doesn't have Silk Touch on it. Let's try that again. Should be able to get the actual ore now. Let's go. And why does this ore look so nice? Look at that. And look at all of the cool stuff that we can do with this. There's like building blocks, there's different lanterns, a chandelier, tools, armor. Oh man, that is so cool. I think there's even another type of ore up here. What is this stuff? An ender shard. I'm straight up just like mining now when I should be fighting this Ender Dragon. Alright, I'm locking in. As you can see, this is no normal end island, but there's a bunch of crystals right in the center, which should be spawning the Ender Dragon. Okay, here we go. All the crystals are activating. I'm starting to get a little bit scared, but we got this. Alright, it's go time. Why are you frozen? Oh man, wait, why is that so funny? What is going on? No, dude, why is this so glitched? What is happening? I don't know, maybe let's try to take out some of the crystals, see if that does anything. No, still just kind of frozen. Well, this is already turning into one of the weirdest Ender Dragon fights of my entire time playing Minecraft, but let's just take out all of these crystals. And why is my aim kind of locked in right now? What? Hang on, watch this one. First try. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm actually gaming. Let's go ahead and take out this caged crystal. There we go. I was so hyped for this fight and it's just turning into like one of the weirdest things of all time. This is so whack. I think there's only one more crystal left, which is kind of glitched out. Let me see if I can get this. Come on, first try. Yes, there we go. I mean, this isn't even fair at this point. Like what? Ah, now you. Whoa, 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 whoa. No! Oh my gosh, my totem! What just happened? The Draken just became sentient all of a sudden. That actually jump scared me. Dude, thank goodness we had that totem. We almost just lost the world. What? Maybe it's going to be kind of a fair fight after all. Okay, never mind. You're glitched out again. And now it's back to normal again. This is so weird. I think she's perching. Let's check it out. Come on, come over here. Ow, ow, ow! No! Not like this, not like this! Oh my gosh. What is happening right now? Okay, hang on. It's cannon time. Get our cannonballs in there, get our gunpowder, and then we can go like this. Come on, show yourself. Where did she go? I seriously do not see where she went. Okay, here she is. Found her. Oh, she's glitched again. Oh man, this is so scuffed. What is happening? Okay, wait, she's finally perching. Let's try to use our cannon again. Come on. Come on, stay there, stay there. No, she moved. No! Alright, whatever. Let's use our bow. Do not hit me. Let's just try to take this glitched out thing before it kills us. If it's, oh man, it's completely glitched. Oh man, I can't look at that. I can't look at that. That is too much. Even the Endermen are just like chilling. It is so weird. Oh, they're not chilling. They're not chilling. Nah, 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 nah. I'm trying to take this guy out with the cannon. Come on, come on, come on. No. Get out of here, Enderman, please. Ender Dragon just perched again. Let's try to... Ooh, ooh. Do not like that. Ow. Ooh. Why did that do so much damage? You'd straight up think I'm playing Bedrock for how glitched out this is. Holy cow. Come on, this thing is so low. Can it please just die already? Wait, like one more hit, one more hit. Oh, yes, let's go. Yes, at least like the killing it is not glitched out. Let's go. Free the end. Oh, finally that's over. That was so annoying. Let's do a little bit of a 360 water bucket clutch. Okay, okay. Cut that out, editor, please. There's the egg. Let's punch this thing since I want to get it. Teleport it to over here. Let's just dig a little hole under it, do a torch, break that block, and there we go. Got it. I'm pretty sure we can hatch this thing, so we'll do that when we get back to the base. I feel like we should have got some XP. Okay, it was all up here. There's a bit more over here as well. Yeah, okay, there we go. We're up to level 63 now. That is awesome. I'm really hoping the outer islands aren't glitched out too, but let's grab our cannon and check it out. And I think the gateway is just over there, but what the heck is that? It's like some sort of flying stingray or something. Kind of cool. Oh, it's gone. Alrighty, but let's make our way over to this gateway. And there we go, made it. And we do have an ender pearl, so let's just throw that, and please don't glitch us out. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, but let's try to make our way over to this end city, which might be easier said than done because, yeah, how do we get down there? I can water bucket clutch this, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. And look at this stuff, it's called emerald ice. I'm definitely picking some of this up. It's making us pretty dang cold. Oh, wait, I'm actually taking damage. Okay, I'm out of here, Oh man, just looking around this place though really reinforces how much we need an end update in vanilla Minecraft. Like, this looks so awesome. I really wish we had another ender pearl because we're kind of stuck on the star looking thing. I think I saw an enderman maybe somewhere over here though. Oh man, I'm so scared. I'm just gonna like slide off this thing. I'm stressed. Okay, look at this. There's an enderman over here. Maybe this guy will drop a pearl. Let me just make a little hidey hole over here. Then we can stare this guy in the eyes and then jump into here. This guy should be mad at me. Where is he? Actually, where did that enderman go? He's just gone, I think. Alright, so much for that plan, I guess. Let's just bridge. And now that we're over some solid ground, we can probably just do some water just like that. And then I'll just pick that back up and we can take this water all the way down to the bottom. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. Made it. Oh my gosh, wait, look at this little like jellyfish thing. What? That is the cutest thing I've ever... Oh, it's gone. I'm trying to make it down further. I do see a vine here. Okay, I'm gonna send it. Ooh, okay. Okay, now we're good. Just like the atmosphere of walking through this place is next level. I love this. And I really like this creeping moss right here. No, can I not pick it up? Maybe with Silk Touch? Yes, with Silk Touch we can. Let's go. These would be really nice for our dragon enclosure. I wouldn't mind picking up some of these other wood types as well. This is called Lucerenia wood, I think. Let's try. Oh my goodness, that was kind of leggy. Kind of forgot the whole tree was going to come down, but that made our life very easy, so I'm not complaining. I want to see what the actual planks look like though. It's like a very pinkish kind of like salmon color. That's actually pretty nice though. Before I forget, I just saw we completed a quest for defeating the Ender Dragon, and the reward is a totem. That would be a really good idea to equip right now, so let's do that. Now that we're a little bit safer, let's keep exploring, and I did spot this like really cool zebra looking wood over here, so let's check it out. I guess the official name is mossy glowshrum wood, but let's cut this down too. Oh, not automatic? Okay. I was expecting the whole thing to come down like the other tree, but that's alright. The question is, can you turn these into planks? Oh, you can. And that is also a really nice color. Oh, I like that. It's kind of like a toned down warped wood almost. That is actually super sweet. I just want to grab like everything now. There's a different wood tree type over here. Can we auto chop this one? We can. And the planks for this one are this like really nice pinkish purple color. Oh, that is so nice. Our inventory is going to fill up in like 2 seconds if I keep looting like this, so let's focus on heading over to the city. Also, I gotta say that ship design is really cool. Anyway, let's get to bridging and make our way over there. Gotta stop along the way though to say hi to these little jellyfish looking things. What's up, guys? Alrighty, but we finally made it over to the end city, and I think I want to start off by going up to the ship. Just because if we are able to get an elytra, it's going to make exploring the city and the rest of the end dimensions so much easier. Also, I have like no idea if this thing is going to be more dangerous than usual, but we're about to find out. And here we go, just spotted our first shulker. Get out of here, dude. And we already got a shulker shell from that. Let's go. Another shulker over here. Get out of here, dude. Oh no, I'm floating. I feel like there's so many more shulkers than usual, and there's a bunch of phantoms. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm actually in a bad spot right here. I need to land back on this thing, please. Okay, we're good. Dude, why is there so many phantoms? Look at this. Oh my gosh. We gotta take these guys out. They are so annoying. I think we took care of most of the phantoms. I'm just trying to make it down to like the actual ship part. Here we go. Oh my gosh, wait, there's still so many phantoms and shulkers. Get out of here, guys. Hang on, just gotta lock in and take these guys all out. We got this. Just die already, buddy. Where are all of these shulkers coming from? Oh my goodness. Dude, there's so many phantoms. There's so many phantoms. What? Oh my gosh, this is actually bad. This is actually bad. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not like this. Not like this. Dude, I do not have pearls. I gotta land in this water. I do not have pearls. Eat something. Eat something. Okay, we're good. No! No, 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 get me out of here. Oh my gosh, I popped my other totem. No way. Dude, I gotta get out of here. Oh, okay. There's no way I just popped our second totem. This room seems to be a little bit safer at least, but there still is a bunch of shulkers. Let's take these guys out. We're taking way too much damage. This is so annoying. Can you guys please just leave me alone already? Wait a minute. I am so dumb. They're straight up like spawners. How did I not see these? We gotta take them out. Okay, hopefully now when we kill these guys, no more are gonna spawn. I think they're shooting me through these trapdoors. I'm just gonna try to block this area off. Yeah, let me just block this so they can't see us. And of course, now they're just teleporting in here. I think we're relatively safe now though, so let's pick up the shulker shell, and there's also a spawner fragment over here. Can grab this other spawner fragment as well. Okay, and I do see the elytra on some type of pedestal over here, but I want to check out these chests first. Got a bunch of new music discs, which is super cool. Oh man, I can't even loot. More shulkers are just spawning in here. Like seriously, how is there this many shulkers? Please man, just let me loot. Okay, but we also got a new type of smithing template, which is absolutely awesome. And I guess we can take this gold too. Anyway, there's still more chests for us to loot, and oh my gosh, what is that? Allows slingshot projectiles to ignore gravity. Okay, kinda cool. Also got another music disc, as well as a bit more gold. Still got a couple more chests on this side, and we got another smithing template, which is good. And I think we already have both of these music discs, so I'll just leave those, and I'm getting attacked by shulkers again, of course. Just let me loot, dude. Just one more chest to go, though, and whoa, what is this? A netherite hammer upgrade, okay. I think I'll leave these gloves, but we should take this ghast here. I guess I don't need that. I'm just gonna put some of this into our backpack to free up a little bit of space. Alrighty, but I think the time has finally come to grab this elytra. Oh yeah, sky's the limit. And no way, this thing already has Unbreaking 3 and Mending on it. That is awesome. I also did notice there's an ender chest over here, so we might as well grab this since it'll help us free up even more space. Yeah, that is so much better. We can actually use our inventory again, but anyways, let's pick this thing up. I'm kind of scared to leave this room, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should be smart here and grab some of our rockets. If things get really bad, we can just fly away, but let's check this place out. Oh my gosh, wait, there's a bunch of shulkers. Alright, you know what? I'm already scared. I'm flying. Get me over to the main city. Oh my gosh, dude, wait, there's so many phantoms. Hold on, I gotta dip. Dude, did you see how many phantoms were there? Holy cow. Alright, you know what? Maybe we just do not go back to that city because there is another one over here. Yeah, let's quickly try to loot this second ship and get ourselves a second elytra. And at least we know what to do this time. Let's try to find the spawners right away. Break that spawner and break that one. Then we can take out the actual shulkers. Goodbye. And just like that, we got ourselves a second elytra. Can also check out these chests and a bunch of diamonds, more templates, as well as some emeralds. And we also got a really cool diamond knife and another ghast here. Alright, what about this next chest? Some diamond armor, very nice. Some diamond tools, more gold, and another template. I'll also check out these ones as well, and another type of template. Are you kidding me? There's so many different templates, it's crazy. Alright, just one more chest to check out. More diamonds. Oh wait, a bunch of diamonds. Also got some pretty good diamond leggings, and I think I can leave like the rest of this stuff, but I'll take the templates. Oh yeah, and before I forget, our boots did break earlier, and since we found some diamonds, let's make ourselves some new ones. Unfortunately, don't have any enchants on these, but it's better than nothing. Also, these leggings that we found have protection 4 on them, and our current ones have protection 3, so I'm gonna swap those out. Alrighty, but let's try to check out this main city because it might have some cool stuff. Having phantoms in the end does make sense, but man, these guys are so annoying. Let's just try to get in here. Hopefully we'll be a little bit safer. And oh man, this place actually looks super cool. Just saw that there was a spawner right in the center of this room though. Let's take it out. I might just block this off too, so it's a little bit safer. And now we should be safe enough to loot the rest of this place. And I did notice that there's like a shulker box on all 4 sides of this room, so let's pick these up. Kinda curious, do these have anything in them? No, just empty, but still a good find. But let's check out all of these chests. Oh my goodness, this one's stacked. Another pick, more templates, let's go. I want to take all of this stuff, so let's make use of these shulkers to free up our inventory a bit. Now that we have some space again, we can carry on looting. Let's see what's in this next chest. More diamond armor, more iron, more emeralds, and more templates, of course. We are going to be so rich after this, it's kind of crazy. And some of this armor we found is better than what we currently have, so let's put this on. Same with these boots that we made. These have no enchants, so let's put these protection 3 ones on. I think I got everything of value from these chests, so let's make our way further down. And it looks like there's some type of useful ore down here, so I'm gonna go for it. Oh my goodness, this is kind of sketchy, but I got it. And is there anything else down here? Oh man, these shulkers. There's a spawner in like all 4 corners of this room. Oh my goodness, wait, I'm actually getting kind of low. Let me take out this 3rd spawner, and then there's one more over here. Got it. Oh, got it. Now we can try to take out the actual shulkers. Goodbye. Should be safe enough to loot now. And okay, we got a smithing template and a bunch of other stuff. Gotta use our shulker boxes to store this all again. And I keep getting attacked, so I might just try to break these and pick everything up. And I would like to keep looting, but we're down to 5 steak now, so it might be time to go. Yeah, I really don't want to die from starvation. That's going to be pretty embarrassing, so let's try to find a gateway that'll take us back home. Well, I did just spot our original gateway, so can I just fly through here? Oh, okay, wait, sure, that works. I don't have an ender pearl, so hopefully I can just fly through this thing, and yeah, there we go. And no way, I missed some XP here earlier, let me get that. Had some close calls in here, but we survived. Let's go back to the overworld. Alrighty, now that we're back home, give me a second to organize all of our items, and then I'll show you everything that we got. It took a few minutes, but I got everything organized, and dude, we got so much stuff, so much armor and tools and templates. In this next shulker, we have a bunch of music discs, a bunch of ores, as well as like, you know, some spawner fragments, shulker shells, all that stuff. And then in this very final shulker, I put a bunch of our saplings and other building materials. And these building blocks are exactly what I want to use next, so let's grab some of these. But before I tell you my plan, I think it's about time that we go check in on my cats. I'm always using my 2 cats, Munchie and Mittens, to guilt trip you into liking the video, and this one is no different. Seriously though, I really do appreciate all of you taking the time to like the video and maybe subscribing if you haven't already, as it goes such a long way in supporting the channel. Alrighty, but with that guilt trip out of the way, let's get back to Minecraft. Something that's been bothering me for quite some time is our enchanting area. It's just gotten so messy and cluttered, so I want to give it an upgrade. And since enchanting always gives me fantasy vibes, I think using these super colorful wood types we found in the end is going to work perfectly. However, I might also use some spruce and dark oak just so things don't get too crazy. And I think I'll also use some of the smooth stone because we have quite a bit extra. As for where I want to build this thing, we have quite a bit of open space right here, so I think this will work. Anyway, let's start off with the foundation, and I think I'll just make this thing like 7 blocks wide. And then I want it to be decently long, probably like 13 or 15 blocks. I just want this thing to be big enough for our enchanting setup as well as our workbenches. But now that we have the size figured out, let's mark out the border using our smooth stone. Just gonna extend this going all the way around just like that. And then I'll fill in the very center using this really cool purple wood. Moving along, let's start marking out some pillars using our spruce logs. And I'm just keeping it super simple and spacing these 5 blocks apart. As for the rest of these gaps, let's fill them in using our vertical dark oak slabs. This thing is slowly shaping up, and for the very front, let's just do some of our regular planks. I think adding some windows will really help out this build, and for these ones, I want to try using these mossy glowstone trapdoors. Back over at our building, we can dig out a spot for some windows, and then do trapdoor and trapdoor, flip those up, and I think that makes a pretty nice window. Maybe at the very back we can switch it up a little bit and do 2 windows instead. And I'll of course add some on the other side of the building as well, but that right there is all of the windows in place. I also want to make our roof trim out of the same wood type, so let's get ourselves some stairs and some slabs. And I think I'll also mix in some of the salmon colored looking wood into the roof as well, so once again let's get ourselves some stairs and some slabs. And I want to go for a nice sloped roof, so let's just start off with some slabs, and then we can just transition into some stairs. However, at the very top let's do a plank, a stair, and then in the very middle we can do an upside down stair and a regular stair. Just gotta mirror the same thing on the other side, but then we can take a step back and see how this looks, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So just give me a sec and I'm gonna get the rest of the roof line in place. And just like that, the roof line is all done and looking pretty good. Now all we gotta do is fill in the rest of this using our salmon colored wood, and that's pretty much the build done, honestly. And there we go, all filled in. This is a super basic build, and I can't tell if I love or hate the block palette, but regardless, it was pretty fun to mess around with these new wood types. I feel like this thing for sure would benefit from some lanterns, though I do have some. Yeah, sure, let's just do a couple of these at the very front, and I'll do the same exact thing at the very back. And let's also add some lighting inside, so I'll do a lantern right here and right here. And I love making things symmetrical, so let's do the same thing at the back too. Also, we do need to grab some food because I'm officially out of steak. Good thing is most of our wheat is ready, so let's harvest all of this. Same thing for this farm, give me some wheat please. And then we don't have a whole lot of mushrooms right now, but we should definitely breed these guys. And then I'm thinking we can just turn the rest of this wheat into bread, and I might even have, yeah, I have a bunch extra in here. That should be enough bread to tide us over for a while. But now that we're no longer starving, I want to get to work on transferring all of this stuff inside of our new building. So let's just start off by picking up all of these workbenches. And then heading inside, we can just do our botanist one right there and our loom table right here. On the other side, let's do our alchemy bench and our glass blower. Next up, let's just pick up all of these bookshelves using our silk touch pick, and then we can place these right back down, beginning with a row at the very back. And you know what, maybe I will just repeat the exact same layout that we had, something just like this. And then we shouldn't even need to break our enchanting table because we can just pick this one right up. And you guessed it, gonna chuck this right back down in the center of our bookshelves. Next up, let's grab our anvil, and I'll just pop this down right here. All that leaves us with is our grindstones. Let's grab this, and I'll just put it back down like right here. That should be fine. Gonna quickly finish cleaning up this area. You know, don't really need this campfire, so goodbye. And I'll also get rid of these slabs. No longer need these. There we go, looking much better now. This has got to be my favorite view on our island now. We have our storage house, our house, and our brand new enchanting house. Oh yeah, and before I forget, we should definitely try to hatch our ender dragon egg. It should be, yeah, just right here. That also reminds me, shiny green stuff is at the stronghold portal. We gotta get him in a second. Anyway, let's plop this down and then right click it to activate it, I think. Yeah, I think we're good. With that taken care of though, let's go get our OG dragon. I feel kind of bad for him stranded over there. Wait a minute, where is he? He should be here. Oh, okay, he's here. He just wasn't loading in. I was stressed there for a second. I'm sorry for leaving you here, buddy. Let's go home. Made it back home, so just hang out here. But check this out, dude. We got another egg over here. Pretty soon you're gonna have a friend. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I want to make a sanctuary for our dragons, so we better get to work because I'd like to get it done before this thing hatches. And even though we already do have a decent amount of blocks to build this thing with, I want to go back to the end and get even more. Just to be safe, I think we should grab our second elytra. There we go. And I already have a completely empty shulker box on us, so we can bring this with us to get a bunch of blocks. And with that said, let's hop back into the end. Nailed it. But before we even go back to the outer end islands, I just want to take a minute to gather up some endstone. And I am going to grab a decent amount of this stuff because for the dragon sanctuary, I want to build it on a custom island made out of endstone. And just like that, we got ourselves 9 stacks of this stuff, which I think should be enough. But with that taken care of, let's head over to the outer end islands. Let me test my flying skills. Oh man, oh okay, we're good. Alright, second try, yes, got it. And honestly, I just want to grab anything that looks cool, so maybe let's start off with this amber moss right here. Maybe I'll pick up some of this palladium as well. This stuff looks crazy. It's almost overwhelming how many different blocks there are, but they just look so cool. There's this stuff called mossy glowshroom fur, and oh wait, can I not get it? Alright, let's see if this works. Yeah, okay, here we go. Well, let's grab a bunch of this stuff. It looks super cool. I also think it'd be fun to try to make some custom trees, so let's grab a bunch of these leaves. And something that's really cool about these is that there's also like these outer leaves that we can also pick up. Anyway, with that said, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a bunch of this. I'm also gonna grab some of these pink leaves too, just for a bit more variety. And just while we're wandering around, we should make sure that we're picking up any cool vegetation that we see. And of course, our inventory is already full, so time to make use of our shulker box. I just spotted this really cool like jelly shroom stuff. Oh man, that sounds so squishy, I love it. But I for sure want to use these, so let's grab some. I think this tree up here is also made out of something similar, so let's grab some of these ones as well. Alrighty, but let's keep flying around. I want to see if we can find anything else cool. Maybe I will grab some of this end moss. This stuff has a really cool blue color. I'm thinking we should also grab some of these like hanging vines. These could be pretty fun to use. There's also this stuff right here. I think it's called ruscus. Can we not grab this? Oh, we can. I was just looking around and I spotted something I haven't seen before. What is this? I am seeing some spawners, so I'm a little bit afraid, but I kind of want to check it out. Yeah, you know what? We have an elytra. We can just dip if it gets scary. I am seeing like a million spawners though. Okay, wait, let me just break these right away. I think they're phantom spawners. Get out of here. Kinda ominous in here, but let's open up this chest. Got ourselves a couple more smithing templates, music discs, iron gloves, another smithing template, and an enchanted book. Not the craziest loot ever, I'll be honest, but there also is a little area over here with another chest, and more or less the same kind of stuff. I thought that was it, but there's another little structure over here. Let's check this one out. And once again, nothing too crazy. Kind of a cool find, you know, not a bad structure, but I just want to grab kind of any final blocks and then we can get to work on our dragon sanctuary. Might be fun to use some of these kind of like lily pad looking things, so let's pick these up. And there's a bunch of these things. That is awesome. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have just spotted a village or there's something over there. I mean, I'm not really seeing any villagers, but it does look like a village. Hopefully it's safe. Goal reached, countryside. Okay. Guessing that means it is a village, so let's just take a little bit of a look around. Got ourselves a house over here with a pretty basic interior, but there is a ladder. Let's go check it out. And here we go, got a loot chest. And there's some really cool looking ingots in here. We can probably make some special armor with these. And there's more templates, of course. Not a bad find at all, but let's keep looking around. And by the looks of it, there's actually a decent amount of houses. I'm kind of surprised there's no like actual villagers here, but the houses themselves look really nice. Let's see if there's anything in this one. Maybe not. Oh, there's a barrel on the floor with even more templates as well as some ender pearls. Ooh, what is that? Challenge complete, endsmith. Okay. What is that even for? Find all smithing templates. Okay, we finally found them all. Holy cow. I feel like we've been finding so many, it's crazy. And I'm kind of wishing I brought more shulker boxes with me because my inventory keeps filling up, but we do have our ender chest on us. I want to head back pretty soon anyways, so it's all good. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna quickly grab anything else cool that I see and then we can head back. I'm just way too excited to use all these new blocks, I want to get to building. Now that we're here, we gotta do just a tiny bit of crafting. For example, I want to turn this end stone into this rough end stone, there we go. Can also turn some into end stone bricks. We also picked up some of the sulfuric rock and I just want to make ourselves a few stairs as well as a few slabs. With that taken care of, I'm just gonna grab the final things like this grass, this moss, and we also need some stone. Might have to get a little bit more, but yeah, I can do that. I think we should have everything that we need now, and when it comes to the actual building, the first thing that I want to do is make a custom island, kind of like we did for our house. And for getting up to this island, we made a ladder, and I think I want to do the same thing for this one. And I think putting this thing just on the other side of our storage house will work perfectly, maybe just like right about here. And I'll just bring our trapdoors up maybe like, I don't know, 10 or 12 blocks, and then we can just flip those going all the way down to the very bottom. And now that we're down here, let's add our ladders to make this thing functional. And I will mix in some of our mossy ones just for some variation. But now that we're up here, let's get to work on making our custom island, this time using some end stone. And just like that, we got ourselves a little island. I think it's shaping up. Should probably extend our ladder going all the way up to the very top of this though. I think that's probably a smart move. And as you can see, I've been mixing a bunch of our super colorful blocks up here and it's already really shaping up. A little detail I wanted to add though was these hydrothermal vents. I think they'll fit the vibe that I'm going for perfectly. They also give off some particles, so it adds some nice movement to the build. As for this sunken area right here, I want to turn this into a little pond. This is already looking super sweet, and I think it's going to look even better once we build up the rest of this. Anyway, for this back section of the island, I want to turn it into kind of like a cave or a cove, I guess you could call it. And then this will kind of be like the main area that the dragons hang out when they're on the island. Also, speaking of dragons, I've been watching our egg here because I'm really hoping it's going to hatch before we're done building. I guess we'll see, but anyways, I'm going to build this up a little bit more and then I'll give you a progress update. Maybe I got a little bit too carried away, but I built up the cave and added a bunch of vegetation all around it, and this thing is looking super awesome. Looks pretty great from the ground too, if I do say so myself. I especially love this cave, it is like super immersive. And a lot of these plants give off light, so it makes it feel really bright in here. And while we were building, something amazing happened. That's right, our dragon finally hatched. And of course it's starting to rain now, but let's go say hi to our new friend. I think all we gotta do is feed this guy some fish. Can you lick me please? You gotta be kidding me, that was all the fish I had. Okay, we gotta get ourselves a little bit more. I got even more fish for you, come on, do not be greedy this time. There we go, finally you like me. Not sure if he's big enough yet to put a saddle on him. No, not quite. I guess we can give him a name though, and I already have the perfect idea. Megatron. Gonna lock that in, and there you go, you are now Megatron. Alrighty, but while we wait for Megatron to finish growing up, let's go finish our island. To be fair, this thing is almost done. The final thing that I want to add is just some trees, and I already marked out where I want to build them. So give me a couple minutes to get these in place, and I'll show you what it's looking like. I got all the trees built up, and dude, that was definitely the final detail that this thing was missing. And check it out, Megatron is all grown up, so let's go put our saddle on him. There you go, buddy. Let's take this guy for a ride now and look at our island, and dude, yeah, that looks so awesome. Let's see if I can actually get this guy inside of the cave. Oh wait, first try, let's go. Bit of a tight fit to get in, but it looks like Megatron is nice and cozy in here. I feel kind of bad for shiny green stuff now though, so let's get this guy moved over too. Time to check out your new home, shiny green stuff, and I think you can hang out right on top of this thing. But just like that, our dragon sanctuary is done. I am seriously so happy with how this island turned out. It makes such an awesome addition to our base. As always, if you want to explore this world for yourself, the world download is available on my Patreon and for all tier 2 members right here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, happy building, and I'll see all of you in the next video.